Hi, welcome to ML Sports Talk. My name is Maceo Lewis. Today I want to talk about the playing game Warriors Grizzlies. Look, I'm not excited about these playing games in themselves. I mean, I think they're pretty predictable. In fact, I said the last episode that I thought the seats would hold up, and so far that's what's happening. Um, and frankly, I don't want to see any 500 teams getting into the playoffs. I think the Warriors and Grizzlies did their part to secure the 7-8 seeds, and the other teams are not doing too well this season. So, the good thing about these playing games is that teams like the Lakers and the other teams that secure 1 through 6 are getting their rest for almost a week. So, that's one of the good things about these playing games. But I was more wanted to see the Warriors play because I do like watching this team, especially after that Jimmy Butler trade. I mean, Golden State right now, they're like number one in steals, in deflections since the Butler trade. They completely flip flopped over their free throws. I mean, they're near the bottom in terms of free throw percentage and attempts, and since Butler, they've gone almost to the top. Um, they were below 500 before they got Jimmy Butler, and they ended the season 48-34. So that's like 23-8. And then, of course, they just won this playing game. So they're playing really well. I just like seeing them play. And, they're definitely going to be a force to reckon with in the playoffs. I noticed at the beginning of the game, one of the reporters reported that Steve Kerr wanted to limit the minutes of Butler and Green and Curry because, of course, Butler had the thigh injury the last game. Green had the neck injury, and Steph Curry had that split on his wrist. I believe the report said something about like no more than 30 minutes or something like that. Well, if you look at the box score, Butler had 40 minutes, Curry had 39, and Green had 31. So I don't think they stuck to that. And of course, this is the Memphis coach's 10th game because he just got, I guess, replaced the last coach that got fired 10 games ago in the season, with 10 games ago in the season. Um, yeah, there were some injuries this game. I noticed number two, I can't pronounce his name. I think his name is Podzimski on Golden State. I saw him go down like in the first quarter. He was like reaching for his groin. It looked like his legs kind of split when he was coming down. He still played the game. He only finished with like 3 points, but I didn't notice that. So obviously he's going to have time to heal over the next couple of days before they have to start playing again against the Rockets. And then of course the big one was Morant. He in the third quarter he tweaked his ankle when he came down. So hopefully he'll be able to get back and win this next playing game so that they can have the opportunity to meet the Oklahoma City Thunder. But yeah, that's part of the game. But I just hate to see injuries, even on teams that um, are playing against the Lakers. I want teams to be in full strength when they're playing, and the best players to play against the best players. But that's just part of the game. Morant, he hit threes. He was crossing over. He was driving and scoring the basket. He had great ball handling skills. Ended up with 22 points. Bane had 30 points. I noticed Edney. Obviously he's his strength is his rebounds. He had like 6 rebounds like in the first quarter, and there was like 5:45 left in the game. The dude's like 7'4". He dwarfs everybody on the court. He finished with 17 rebounds, but he's not a good scorer. I saw him miss like some open dunks and like layups in this game. He's clearly looks slender compared to all the other players, and he's being out muscled, out hustled. I remember there was one play. I can't remember which word it was. I think it might have been Jimmy Butler. Like he was dribbling the ball, and he like threw this quick pass right between his hands, and got the assist to the other Warrior. That small Golden State line was just beating them up throughout the whole game. Curry, he had like backdoor cuts, scores like an assist from Green, throwing dimes in transition. There was one play to Moody where he had that play. Obviously, he's hitting the threes, and he ended up with 37 points Butler had 38 points. He was hitting threes himself, making those acrobatic layups, facilitating and setting picks in the pick and roll, getting steals, scoring on fast breaks. Post, their 7 footer came off the bench, had like a few threes, ended up with 11 points. And the Warriors was showing like their tenacity on defense, like putting pressure and forcing turnovers, getting loose balls. So yeah, I mean, overall it was a good game, but I mean, I'm probably gonna skip the next playing games, and then I'll just wake up when the playoffs start on, I believe, Saturday. So I'll probably make my next post this coming Friday, probably later in the day, probably after that last playing game is over, and I'll make my final pick of who I think's coming out of the West. So am I gonna pick the Lakers? I'm gonna pick someone else. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, hit the subscribe button, ML Sports Talk on YouTube. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button so you get notice of when my next episode drops. So thank you for listening, and until next time.